Your savings could be earning money while you sleep. This is episode 52 in a simple series on practical money habits, and today we're breaking down the best high-yield savings accounts in the U.S. High-yield savings accounts, or HYSA, are ordinary savings accounts that pay more interest than the old brick-and-mortar banks. They sit in online banks or fintech firms, which means fewer branches, lower fees, and more attention to keeping your cash safe while it grows. When rates rise, even a modest balance can start to earn more each month. If you leave money in a basic checking account, you see nothing growing. With HYSA, the interest compounds, and small differences over time matter. HYSA money is still safe because most banks are FDIC insured up to $250,000 per owner, per bank. You can move money back to your checking or spend from it just like any other savings account, but with a noticeable boost to your earnings. To get the most out of HYSA, you should think in a ladder, not a single pile. Split your money across 2 or 3 banks so you can chase higher rates, stay within the FDIC limits, and still access funds quickly if life changes. Step 1 is to decide your emergency fund target. How much money would you need for rent, groceries, and a few bills if your job suddenly paused? 3 to 6 months is a common target, but your own numbers depend on your monthly expenses and job security. Step 2 is choosing the banks. Look for 2 things: a strong APY and no monthly maintenance fee. Also check how easily you can link the account to your checking and how fast transfers are, because delays can cause a mismatch with your cash needs. Step 3 is opening the accounts. The online process is usually quick, and you'll verify your identity and tie the new HYSA to an existing bank for transfers. Some banks also require a minimum initial deposit, so know that before you start. Step 4 is setting up automatic transfers. Decide how much you want to move from your checking on a schedule you actually follow. A weekly transfer is a steady habit. A monthly one can still work if you get paid once a month. Step 5 is building a simple tracker. A tiny spreadsheet or a note in your phone can show how much sits in each HYSA and what the total is toward your goal. Review it every week and you'll notice trends, like a season of higher expenses that requires a bigger transfer. Step 6 is rebalancing your ladder periodically. Every 1 to 3 months, compare rates and balances across your accounts. Move funds from the slower accounts into the higher-yielding ones, so your overall yield grows without sacrificing accessibility. Step 7 is about bonuses. Some banks offer sign-up cash for opening a new HYSA and meeting a small deposit requirement. If you take these offers, do it as part of the plan, not as the plan, so you don't shift funds and end up paying more in the long run. Step 8 is understanding FDIC coverage. Each owner at each bank gets protection up to $250,000. If you have more money than that, spread it across different banks or think about different ownership accounts, like a trust or a joint account, to stay inside the limit. Step 9 is watching for traps. Some HYSA accounts have minimum balances to earn the advertised APY or require you to keep funds in the account for a certain period. Others charge monthly fees or cap the number of free transfers, so read the fine print. Step 10 is about consolidation or expanding the ladder. If one bank becomes clearly the best fit and you stay under the FDIC limit, you might streamline to just that bank. If not, keep the ladder and continue to search for slight rate advantages. Tip: use 2-factor authentication and strong passwords, and don't reuse the same credentials across banks. Keep your personal information updated so you don't get locked out of an account only when you need it most. Treat your money like a small team of workers. Give each dollar a clear job. Be safe, earn a bit more, stay accessible. A simple routine, not a big effort, is how you make this habit stick. Let's imagine a simple scenario. You have $12,000 split across 2 HYSA accounts that offer 4.8% and 5.0% APY. Over a year, that extra half a point translates into roughly $60 extra of interest, compared to keeping everything in one low-rate account. Over several years, the difference compounds, turning into a meaningful amount. Here's how you could start this month. Pick 2 banks with strong safety records and no monthly fees. Open both accounts, link them to your main checking, and set up automatic transfers of a small amount to test the waters. After the first month, review your tracker and adjust. If you like the setup, increase the automatic transfers gradually so the cash balance grows without feeling painful. If you see a better rate elsewhere, consider moving funds to the bank with the higher APY within the FDIC rules. Rates change and banks change with them. The latter approach gives you flexibility to adapt to rate shifts without selling anything risky. It also keeps your emergency fund ready if you need it. Big idea. You don't need a fancy investment to beat inflation. A few dollars here and there, earned safely in HYSA, compounds with minimal effort and no risk beyond regular savings. Be patient and consistent. The real power comes from showing up every week, not from a magical rate spike you chase for a month. This isn't about making you rich quickly, it's about keeping your money honest, growing slowly, and staying in control. Like this video if you found it useful, subscribe for more practical money plans, and leave a comment with which banks you are considering for your HYSA ladder.